Everyone, in this particular video, I'm going to talk about the section 6 of the business plan. The section 6 of the business plan talks about management team and company structure. This is yet another very important section of the business plan. The importance of this particular section can be understood if we compare this section with the head in the body. You know how important the head is to our body. It is the cognitive powerhouse of the body which pretty much runs the entire body. Without head, there is no body, right? Or it can also be compared with the engine of an aircraft or engine of a train or engine of a car or engine of an automobile or of that any machinery. That engine is pretty much the powerhouse that runs that particular aircraft, automobile, train or any other engine. This particular section is like the head of your business, the management team and the company structure. So what are the important items to include in this particular section? There are 4 important items. First one is the management team. The senior management team you will have to define in this particular section. All your CXOs, the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, the CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer, CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, CHRO, the Chief Human Resource Officer, the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer, all the chief of executive officers are pretty much a part of your senior management team. So that's the number 1 item. What is the number 2? The number 2 item in this particular section is the board of directors. Board of directors are, in other words, the major shareholders of the company, or they can also be seen as the representatives of the shareholders. Right? So these are elected by the shareholders and they represent the larger shareholder community of that particular business. They sit on the board and this board is headed by a chairman who is the biggest shareholder in that particular company or elected by the shareholders who are the directors in that board. The third item in this particular section is board of advisors. We all need suggestions, counseling, advice, of someone who is more experienced than us, and so does the business. So the business identifies people of eminence, people who are experts in that particular field, who can give good counsel, good suggestion, good advice to that particular company. Such people are approached and they are appointed as the board of advisors of that particular company. The number 4 item in this particular section is the company structure. Company structure essentially defines the reporting structure, how people will be organized in the company, who will report to whom. This structure essentially talks about the importance of this particular item in this particular section is that it clarifies the reporting mechanism and hence avoids any confusion and creates an ease of operation or ease of operating. So these are the 4 important items in this particular section. Time for a small trivia. Do you know who coined this term entrepreneurship? We use this term so commonly in the modern times, but do we know who actually coined this particular section? Well, this particular term, entrepreneurship, was coined by a person known as Joseph Schumpeter. Joseph Schumpeter lived between 1883 and 1950, and Joseph Schumpeter was an economist. He is regarded as one of the 20th century's greatest intellectuals. He is best known for his book, which was called as Capitalism, Socialism and Democracy, which was published way back in 1942. It was in this particular book that he talked about the term entrepreneurship. He introduced the concept of entrepreneurship. Right? So happy enterprising, and I hope you understood, you had a clarity in this particular section. Don't forget, this section is a very important section which talks about your management team, your board of directors, board of advisors, and the company structure, the reporting structure. Thank you very much.